Hey, what's up, guys? Thaddeus here. You know me, always got the Red Bull on. But today, we're gonna talk about, the startup costs associated with dropshipping, with Shopify, and like how you can kind of leverage being broke like I did to your advantage so that you can, bootstrap successfully and not waste money on useless shit, right? Like being broke is a good thing in the beginning because you don't spend a lot. And so I'm gonna show you guys, the startup costs and like different kind of routes you can go depending on how much money you have to work with, your budget, all that kind of good stuff. So sit tight. I'm gonna finish this Red Bull. I'm gonna die young. But let's get right into this, all right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna do like a cool like intro, like ooh, boom, okay. Whew. All right, so startup costs associated, like let me just tell you kind of what I did and then kind of go through the different strategies that you can do kind of based on your budget, right? So with me 2 years ago, actually not 2 years, a year and a half ago, right? I was sitting at Starbucks with my laptop that my parents bought me, fortunately, after I graduated high school as like a little like graduation gift. And I had exactly $20 in my bank account, right? And I was just like, man, this shit sucks. And it's true, like I was like, I want money. Yeah, I do. And then so what I did was basically I had no marketing money, right? Like I kind of knew about Shopify. I didn't really dabble too much with it. I had like a private label sort of company going on, but I had no idea in like the dropshipping space. So I decided to give that a go just because like startup costs are very, very minimal for this kind of industry. And so what I kind of did was, again, how I preach with Shopify, like you don't need to spend anything. Like you get your 14-day free trial. Like 90% of the apps on the Shopify App Store like give you free trials as well. But most of the apps there give you free trials. Shopify gives you a free trial, so you can get your whole site set up and like literally like one click away from going live without like spending any money or very, very little money for like if you need an app that like costs a few bucks, right? And what I preach in my course, always plug. What I preach in that is just, I use all these apps that have free trials, and basically I don't spend a dime until the site is ready to go, and until we're like ready to market with these Instagram influencers, which is how I like market my sites when I first launched them. What you can do and what I did, right, was I had no money in my bank account, right? I literally had $20 sitting in a Starbucks going like, yo, this sucks. I need to change. I need to do something different. Like I don't have money to spend on marketing. I don't have money to spend on Facebook ads. I don't even have money to buy Instagram shoutouts. Like I don't have a popular Instagram page that like I made myself. Like I had nothing, like no social presence with anything. Okay. What I did, right? I sent out literally 65 emails that night on a little template. I'll probably like link the template in the description. Check that out. You can also see the course in the description. Hey, all right. So I literally sent them a little template email and was like, "Hey, this is like my name's Thaddeus. This is my site that I own. I'm wondering if you want to like kind of hop in on this like together with me. I will literally give you a % of revenue." Okay, I say revenue just because that kind of like tickles their feathers, tickles their feathers a bit, right? And so like I don't say profit. I said revenue, and I was like, "Yo, I will give you 15% of revenue." That hits your margin, so beware, okay? But like if you're broke, like, would you rather have like $0 or like give 15% of like $1,000 to someone, right? Okay, so basically I was like, yo, I will give you 15% of revenue for the next 3 months of my site if you promote it, right? Like we'll go in on this together. You do the promo, I do like handle all the site stuff. You get 15% of all revenue generated through every single sale, right? And like you can add them as like a member on your Shopify site, so it's like super transparent, all that kind of stuff. Got a contract right now, but I got 64 no's. I mean, like some people didn't even respond, so like I consider that a no. But 64 no's. One guy from Russia, I love that, man. One guy from Russia said yes, okay? And that's all you need. You only need one yes to get this started. And he was like, yo, I mean, even him, he didn't even say yes right away. Like he responded and he was like interested, so I kind of had to like talk to him and like persuade him some more. But basically, it just takes one year. Like it's just consistency. Like I could have stopped after the 30 emails and like, yeah, man, 30 is a lot. Like I'm done. Like maybe one of them will say yes. And like I didn't stop until I got a yes, okay? Because I was broke. It was literally like do or die. Like if I don't get a yes, then I'm not gonna make any money because I don't have enough to even like get some sort of audience together, okay? Like I didn't even have a part-time job. I was literally like back from college on summer break, just like chilling, okay? So that's what I did. I got one yes, and he was like, all right, I'll do like 2 a day for my pages. We'll see. Like he'll just like I'll see kind of how it is, and we can like gauge it from there. Right? I was like, all right, that's awesome. I got everything set up, did that. And I didn't have to spend marketing, right? And like from the get-go, that's when that's when I was doing 2,000 a day in revenue, right? And like obviously I didn't keep like a lot. Like you have margins, You got this guy, the influencer who now is like technically part of your cost of goods since you're giving him revenue, all that kind of stuff. So you can get started with very, very little money, all right? Like dollars, okay? Like less than 100 even, okay? Like literally the domain is probably the only thing you'll have to drop before your site goes live that actually is like somewhat expensive, like $12, all right? That's more than 50% of what I had in my bank account a year and a half ago. So that's how you do it. There are a bunch of other ways. Like if you do have like a couple hundred to spend or something like that, then you can kind of like test and be very, very careful when you test, because again, a couple hundred is not a lot. So you can test with Instagram influencers. That's how I build my audiences. You get your Facebook pixel, you stick it on your website, and then I like test with Instagram influencers and then build lookalike audiences on Facebook, all right? That's literally the process and method that I go through with all my sites, all right? And like in my course, you could talk about it more. I'll give you information. Always plug. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm super hyped on Red Bull. That's what you do. From there, it's almost just like a rinse and repeat, all right? Like you test with these Instagram influencers. You find one that works, and if it works, you can scale that up. You can do you can increase the frequency of shoutouts. You can increase the number, that is what frequency is. Or you can extend your shout out range, if that makes sense. You hit up other influencers that are similar and you test them out slowly. You just experiment while you increase. I'm so sick. All right, you increase the frequency of your shoutouts. While you increase the frequency out, you slowly start to expand your influencer list that you're working with. And then you can instead of working with one influencer doing 3 or 2 shout outs a day or however much you're doing, then you can go, now you have 2 influencers and then one's doing 2 a day, one's doing 1 a day. And you expand that and you can slowly increase. Obviously you don't want to do 5 a day on one influencer, guys. I would do 2, max 3 is pushing it a bit. But that's what you do, and then you start expanding with these influencers, right? And you might not even have enough money to do daily, right? You might only have to once every 3 days, which is it's gonna be detrimental to traffic, but you're building out that Facebook pixel. You're starting to gather data, which is gonna be essential in scaling your site down the road. So that's what you do. That's kind of how I got started. Again, Shopify. The free trial is free. The apps are free. Okay, the marketing can be free if you be creative. Okay, I mean, you can look at my other videos. I got in this little beef with some guy. He's like, yeah, you can't do that. I was like, bro, that's what I did. I literally sent out emails to people and it was like, yo, I don't have money to pay you, but I'm willing to give you a % of revenue generated for your help in generating exposure for my website. And it just takes one yes, guys. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. It's got to be consistent. You might get 100 no's, you might get 200 no's, but all you need is one yes, all right? And when you send these emails out to these pages, you want to have qualified pages. You don't want to a page to say yes and they only have 30,000 followers. It's not worth it, right? My guy, I think, had 900,000 followers spread across 2 pages at the time when he said yes. And that even that is that's good. I wouldn't I don't touch pages lower than 400K ever unless you're dirt broke and you really need to experiment, but it's not worth the ROI. Peep my other videos, I talk about that. Always plug. But yeah, guys, that's the gist of it. You really don't need a lot. You can get started with less than 100, less than $50 even. You just gotta be creative. In this day and age, and the technology and communication, you can be very, very creative in the way you go about things and market things and structure, how you generate traffic and exposure and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, I'm so hyped. But yeah, guys, literally less than $50, you can get started and start generating revenue. I just want to give you guys an insight because basically the whole gist of this is you don't need a lot of money to start. Okay, you can go send out emails, get in contact with bloggers, anyone. I mean, I use Instagram pages, so that's kind of what I would advocate for. Reach out to those pages, ask them, yo, I'll give you % of it. Just be creative in how you want to go about marketing, so you don't have to pay upfront per shout out. Even when you're scaling shout outs, you can order in bulk to lower your the cost of goods and your ROI, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I got 10 seconds left on this SD card. Hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out the course. Always plug. See ya. Peace.